Hey, my name is Ralph Calderon. I live in Maplewood, New Jersey. I've been a part of Linchpin for just about a month. I discovered it about a month ago, loving every minute of it. Before that, I was working with an old CrossFit coach who was great, but this has been a lot better. The community is amazing. And I started CrossFit in 2014, if you give it, if you care. Did it 2014 to 2017. Then I had my son. I didn't sleep for about 3 years because he didn't sleep for about 3 years. And I did very little in the way of fitness until we moved here to New Jersey. I put a gym in the garage and now I have very little excuse, and I'm glad. It's been phenomenal, again, finding CrossFit, finding this community. And let's take a look at the gym. And that's it. That is what I call one-man cult. It is a tiny little garage that leans to one side. Hopefully it will not collapse on me. Let's go inside of it, I guess. And that's it. This is the whole gym. Let me get a little wider so you can actually see that's it. Pay no attention to the front of the thing, which is a mess. Here, I'll start right here by the door where there's a garbage bag on top of my sled. So we've got this sled to push on this driveway. I've got a very long driveway. So I do, when the weather is nicer, use that sled. There's my nemesis, the Echo bike. I'm going to be using that shortly because I'm on my way to this workout today. I've got the Concept 2 here, just standing up so it's out of my way when I go do some deadlifts in a little bit. I've got a bench hanging on the wall here. I've got the ab mat box with its fancy little sides that are not wood, so when I inevitably land on it, I don't take half of my shin with it. I've got a rope here, which doesn't really attach to it. I use it to pull that sled sometimes. I'm going to try to loop it around a tree in the summer and get a little bit more, some rope climbing in. I've never climbed a rope, or at least not since I was like 6 years old. Here we've got a bunch of kettlebells hanging up here. I've got, from a 26 pounder down to a 70 pounder down there. I've got 240-pound dumbbells, which I got specifically so that I could do devil's presses and things like that. I've got change plates there. I've actually got real change plates here. Half pound, quarter pound, 3/4 pound, and a pound. Sorry for all you, people that are not American and don't use pounds, because they're the most frustrating measure in the world. Here's some bands. I just hang them over here. Something fell. That's my rope for my double unders, which I trip on all the time. I've got I've got a bit of PVC here, which on this thing that was meant for mops, but it worked perfectly well for the PVC. I've got my board here. I've got some weights. So here's my rack. Do I need to step back? I need to step back, for crying out loud. Step back. There's the rack. Got some a pull-up bar, obviously. I've got way too many bars for one person. I have still never used this bar for squats, but I have it. I've got 2 loadable dumbbells, then a couple of bars there. I've got the bar on the floor that has the thermobell on it that I keep telling people about. A couple of drop pads there. I've got this changeable thing because I'm a nerd and I like to give myself some motivation and encouragement. So that changes from time to time. Got an ab mat up there that I'm going to replace. A bunch of shoes. I've got a bunch of stuff to wrap my body in. More stuff to wrap my body in. I've got chalk right here. I've got medicine balls, a 14 and a 20 on that wall. And then as I move over here, I've got a 25 and a 30 on this wall. This gym has gone through many names. It was originally, I was calling it torture therapy. And then my wife came up with blood, sweat, and beers because I do enjoy a frosty beverage. And then I settled on one-man cult because I thought if CrossFit is a cult and I'm just one person, that is a weird cult, but why not go with it? Another plyo box here. I've got some spotter arms against the wall. I've got this dip bar here. I've got, these things are great. So, you know, this is for, mostly I use them for squats. So they're the, you know, they're those, what the hell are they called? Those arms that basically I just stand the weight up and they collapse themselves and I don't have to move. What else? There's my son. And there is, let's see, it's almost 40 degrees in here today, which is actually kind of nice considering it's like 15 degrees outside. I think that's everything, guys. There's some sandbags. So 150, a 100, and then I've got a 60-pound and a 20-pound slam ball. I've got these adjustable weights. I've got a saw back here in case I get trapped under something. I need to cut off a body part to get loose. I've got this butt pad for my longer rows, which I don't always use. I find it actually pretty uncomfortable, surprisingly. That's it, I think, everybody. This floor, I'm going to just keep going. This floor is actually just plywood that I put down. Underneath here, as you can see, there's asphalt in my garage. And what I learned the hard way is that when you're dropping heavy weight on asphalt, it actually puts dents in the asphalt. So for the first few months that I was working out in here, I was putting dents. And one day I was doing double unders and I kind of twisted my ankle and I realized that I had put some real good dents in the floor. So then I put some plywood down and now I just drop the weights. I don't even use the crash pads at this point. I just drop the weights and hope that the wood takes it. That's it. You know, one thing I forgot, not that it really matters. Yeah, I'm back. Also some rings. I finally got some rings so I can do some ring rows. So there's one there. There's one there. I keep them over here. This tree, oh, you can't even see it. This tree out there, which is where I'm going to try to hang my rope. There's a hollow in the bottom of that tree. And there's a groundhog who sometimes watches me work out in the summer. And I swear, he loves Metallica. So if you guys ever want to meet a groundhog, I'll drop a picture of him right here. There he is. We named him Pepperoni, and he loves loud workout music. I keep remembering things. Timer, in case you care at all, is up there. Why do I have it set to 45-second countdown? That's a good question. I need to change it back. Sometimes I start a workout and then I want to start a camera to film it. So I got to give myself a little bit of breathing room in order to be able to do both. So 45 seconds is a little overkill. Plus it gives me a few extra seconds to be anxious and fret about the start of the workout. I think nothing feels better really than just feeling really uncomfortable and nervous about the pain that you're about to endure. So that's it.